Well, hello and welcome back to Poshcats Camping. And since I started making this video, it started to rain. So some of the video shots you see will be with wet windows and some will be with dry windows. But bear with us, just does go to show that we do get rain in Suffolk from time to time. I'm at home and currently on the driveway with SMIRF, and Sue's coming in and out of the shot now and again to give me a hand with opening some of the blinds. So what are Remis Blinds? Well, Remis is a German company. They're a quality blind company, and they make various types of blinds for camper vans, motorhomes, caravans and boats and all sorts of other leisure vehicles. And they come in different types, so you can get a budget blind or you can get a more complex blind made from different materials. The ones in SMIRF are made from a quilted paper, and they're lacquered, so they're treated, and they don't have a reflective on the back either. Some do and some don't. So there are many different types that you may experience in your caravan or motorhome, or like me in my camper van. Let's have a look at SMIRF's blinds. I'll tell you a little bit about them as we go along, and this is what we had when we bought SMIRF, and as you know, we've just added to them with the cab blinds, and I'll show you those in a moment. So just to demonstrate the blinds that we have around the van, we have the Remis blinds with the fly screen and the cassette blind like so. I've also got them on the door here and around the van as well. Well, here's one of the blinds in the back of the van here. As you can see, the fly screen was closed. They have this surround on our particular ones, which some people say are quite chunky. They do lose, you lose a couple of inches here, about 50 mil of depth, but they do have these encased blinds, and they are protecting the double glazed unit here. So you can pull the fly screen down. You can also have it as a blackout blind like so, or you can go half and half with it. And in winter, when you store the van, or any time of year really, if the van's in storage, it's advised, because these fly screens are on a spring, it's advised that you do leave them in the up position. These ones are on just on the strings, so they don't have a spring behind them. Now in summer we strongly recommend that you leave a gap, normally of about 1/4 of the height of the window, to allow ventilation. The reason for that is the extreme heat and extreme cold, but mainly the extreme heat of the summer, can build up behind these blinds from the sun. It can build up with heat, and these windows have been known to warp or twist or even melt, and the joints here where you close the window can be affected or damaged as well. We have similar windows or blinds in the roof, and this is the largest of our windows. The roof lights open, of course, but again we have a sliding fly screen and a sliding blind. And as you see, as I pull it across, the light changes and the camera can pick it up. But that's again, if you're leaving the van for any length of time in the summer, always leave a good 3 or 4 inches here for the window to breathe. So let's go and have a look down at the other end of the van and see what's happened with the cab blinds. I do have to say that we saw these at the show, and we were quite impressed with them on a show van at the NEC last year, and they took quite some weeks to order. With the supply chain problems of late last year, we didn't take delivery of them until this year, 2023, so there was some delay on the delivery of them. But Sharman Caravans, our local dealership here, were very good. They did also get one of the boxes, I think we got 2 left-hand blinds instead of a left, a right and a front blind. But the costs I'll put on screen, I think we paid just a smidge under £1,000 for the blinds to be purchased and then fitted. We've got all the cab blinds closed, and at the moment what we'll do, we'll open them up now and show you with how we close the blinds.
It's the same as what we had in Bertie, isn't it? These sort of blinds, just gently pull them back. And then they just slot into there.
That's right. That bit goes up behind. There we are.
So that's how you close it.
They are when you're driving along.
Yep. And you can have one or the other side. They're both the same, aren't they? Both sides.
Yep.
Right. Now these are a different mechanism to what we had before. We used to have them either side and they used to slide in the middle and Bertie, but these are completely different. They're all contained at the bottom of the windscreen. So you have to first put the sides up. This little bit here slots into here, like so, and that slides that way. And then...
Do you want me to do my side?
Then you do your side then.
I'll do my side, yeah. Pass it to me. So that clips into the little thing at the top here.
We hadn't slid these down, have we, before?
And then you slide you fill this gap with a little slider here. Try to do it and hold the camera at the same time. And then you simply just get hold of this at the bottom, yeah, and it avoids all these things. So if you've got a dash cam or a GoPro on the window, it avoids it.
There you are, look.
And that's it. That's all you have to do. And
Done.
I'll show you from the front. And that's what it looks like from the front of the van. So you can do the side one, Sue?
Yeah, just nip this. I tend to be very gentle with it because I'm always frightened I'm going to damage it.
They're quite fragile, but I mean they are, you know, as long as you don't yank at them. And there's a magnet to hold
clips on there.
That on there. And here we are with the blinds shut on the inside of the cab, and as you can see, the side sun blind is completely closed, and the driver's side as well. What we have noticed is that there's a bit of a gap where the blind comes at the top here. I'll pull that up as far as it will go. So as a sun visor, that's really, really good because it keeps the sun out and keeps the van cool. But as a blackout blind, it's slightly lacking in the fact that you've got this little gap. And we did the dark test out on the campsite last week, and unfortunately you can see through the top there at night. So you can only see a little bit through it, but we've got a remedy for that, and this is what we do. So we pull the curtain across and we tuck the curtain behind the seats, and presto, we've got a blackout blind.
And it keeps it warm in there for the dogs.
It certainly does, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my suggestion, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was your suggestion. It worked very well. Yeah. So that's we'll overcome if we want to pull the blinds across.
Night, we want the privacy,
and
isn't
then
it?
at night time we can draw that curtain across.
And then take this to do it the reverse.
Yeah.
Push that down. And then you pull this like that. And there's a little button here you press, and it goes down.
And now you're ready to drive on your side.
Same your side.
And then I'll do the same on my side. I just slide this little bit down, press the button, and put that down there.
There you be.
That's it. Now when we took delivery of SMIRF, as I said earlier, we didn't have the cab blinds, and we were reliant mainly on pulling the curtain across, or if the dogs wanted to be on the seats, we didn't pull the curtain across, we used these, and we were supplied with these internal silver screens, and they are shaped, as you can probably see here, they're shaped to fit the windows, the front window. This is the side one, and this is the driver's side one. They've got this reflective on one side and a fabric on the other, and they're stitched with a seam around the edge, and we've used these for the past 18 months very well, and we've actually used them in summer as well as the winter months. They're not quite so good at keeping the condensation off the windows on the cab as the external blind, so in the very cold weather we tended to use the external blind, and in extreme weather, either hot or cold, we would use the external blind and these to protect us from the elements, and that worked really well. Now you say, well, why do you want blinds? Well, blinds, these Remis blinds do give you that real convenience. It's a bit of a faff getting these out of the locker and the external screen if you're just going into a few shops, or if you just want to block the sun out to keep the sun off, because it does get extremely hot in the cab, just like in the car. So you can pull those blinds up really quickly, and they are very, very convenient, I think is the word I was looking for. Well, that's about it for today about our Remis blinds. I hope you think that the cab blinds were good value for money. We certainly think they are, and they're going to be very convenient for those times when you just want to shut out the sun, or if you want to close the van off when you're in a car park or anything like that. So it just adds to it, and it was something that we wanted from the beginning, when unfortunately they weren't available when the van came out of the factory. We'll say goodbye for now, and we'll see you next week when we're going to be talking about our rollout canopy. Take care and see you then.